Brent and Jen, I'm at the Gulf gas station on Sullivan Avenue in South Windsor, where you can see one of their ATMs that was stolen early this morning. Pieces of it now left outside of that building. Now the workers showing us the spot of where their ATM used to stand, and all that's left now are bolts on the ground. We know this happened shortly before 5 this morning. The door frame was damaged and racks and merchandise were damaged as well. We did notice 3 surveillance cameras inside. We spoke to the manager on the phone who told us he is disappointed this happened, but not surprised. The other location was in East Windsor, where another ATM was stolen from the Valero gas station on North Road. There was damage to the structure of the building and the glass windows were smashed down. South Windsor police believes these 2 incidents are connected, and they say the thieves actually placed cables around the ATMs and dragged them out through the doors with the car. Now, Enfield Police Chief also telling us there was an ATM theft at the Shop and Save convenience store on Enfield Street back in December. That case is still being investigated right now. But for now, I'm live in South Windsor. Carmen Chow, Fox 61 News.